Look for news of the event. I am waiting for that one trigger event that will end this whole corrupt system. I keep watching and waiting and praying. Maybe it will be a huge war. Maybe it will be a financial collapse. Maybe it will be some external event. Aliens? Either way, we're on the edge of a cliff and looking down into the abyss. It's only a matter of time before this whole thing blows up and ends. Until then, I'm just going to drop out and mind my own business. I'm going to wait and learn as much as I can. Someday, when it all comes crashing down, a huge weight will be lifted off my shoulders, and I will finally get to exist in the real world again. Does anyone else feel this way? Anonymous contributor at vote.com, an internet message board, October 2018. They call it getting red-pilled. We all know the metaphor, the one from the Matrix. Morpheus holds out his hands to reveal two small pills. You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Like the hypercool hero Neo in the films, true believers in the alternative universe of conspiracy theories are absolutely convinced that the epistemological bubble into which they have submerged themselves is the real reality. The problem, of course, is that their version of reality isn't based in facts, sound evidence, or even logical reasoning, but rather is a complex farrago of conjecture, false facts and evidence, wild-eyed paranoia, and sociopathic authoritarianism. Rather than giving people who think they have taken the red pill a clear-eyed view of the world as it really is, conspiracism actually creates a crackpot version of reality in which the world is secretly run by a cabal of scheming Jewish globalists who control both the banks and the media, in which their planned one-world government is intent on disarming private citizens and putting them in concentration camps, and in which Muslims work in cahoots with Marxists to destroy Western civilization. It used to be that such people were few in number and mostly relegated to the fringes of society, their theories and claims the frequent source of amusement for some people. Now, the leading conspiracy theorists have audiences numbering in the millions, and their views are shared not just with the audiences on mainstream right-wing cable shows, but also by the President of the United States and members of his administration. And it is killing us, both metaphorically and literally. Conspiracism is much of the fuel that feeds the rise of the radical right, both in the United States and around the world, and its toxic effects on our communities and our democracy will be felt for many years to come. It feeds the scapegoating, fear, and eliminationism that in turn are the foundations of hate crimes and acts of domestic terrorism. More precisely, it has played an outsized role in fueling gun-related violence, particularly mass shootings. Nearly every gun rampage in which large numbers of people have been killed in recent years has been perpetrated by men who have been radicalized on internet forums devoted to conspiracy theories. Perhaps the most notorious of these was the mass shooter in Las Vegas in October 2017, who killed 58 people and injured another 851, driven by a belief in a government plot to take away Americans' guns. This is where the very far end of the red-pilled spectrum reaches its apotheosis. The young people, mostly male, consumed by this radicalization call this black pilling, a bleakly nihilistic mindset in which the world's doom is seen as inevitable. The system is too rotten. The global environment poisoned.